The story begins with a quiet morning on the campus of Yale University, the kind of place where students hurry past ancient stone buildings, backpacks heavy, minds even heavier. Among the crowd walks Liam Santos, an 18-year-old Filipino student on his first week of college. Liam had dreamed of Yale for years. He'd watched videos of the campus long before he ever set foot in America. But walking there in person felt unreal, exciting and intimidating at the same time. Back home, everyone saw him as the smart kid. Here, everyone was smart. Everyone was confident. Everyone looked like they belonged. Liam wasn't so sure he did. His first class that Monday was World Languages and Identity, a seminar held inside one of Yale's oldest buildings with wooden floors, tall windows, books stacked everywhere like they were alive. This class was supposed to be easy. He spoke English. He spoke Tagalog. And he even understood some Bisaya from his grandparents. No pressure, he whispered to himself. But the moment he entered the classroom, he realized something. He was the only Filipino in the room. The professor, a tall woman with silver hair and glasses that made her look like she had read every book ever written, greeted the class with a smile. Today, she said, we're going to talk about heritage languages, and I want each of you to share a language connected to your background. Liam's heart skipped. One by one, students stood up. Spanish, Mandarin, Arabic, French, Swahili, Russian, Korean, even Latin from someone who didn't actually speak it but thought it sounded impressive. And then the professor looked straight at Liam. You? She said warmly. What language do you bring with you? Liam swallowed. Tagalog, he replied. The room paused. Not in a bad way, but in a curious way. Some students tilted their heads like they were trying to remember where they'd heard that word before. The professor stepped closer. Would you mind sharing something in Tagaloga? She asked. Anything? A greeting? A sentence? Whatever feels right. Liam felt every pair of eyes turn to him. His face warm. His heartbeat thumped so loudly he wondered if others could hear it. He took a breath. This is it, he thought. If I mess up, I'll look ridiculous. If I do nothing, I'll regret it forever. So he stood. He steadied himself. And then, confidently, he said, Hindi marunong magmahal sa sariling wika ay ihit pasa ayop at malansang isda. A ripple moved through the room. He wasn't sure if it was confusion or shock. The professor blinked. What? What does that mean? She asked. Liam took another breath, but this time he felt calm. It means a person who does not love their own language is worse than an animal or a stinking fish. It's a famous quote by Jose Rizal, our national hero. Now the room didn't just pause, it froze. A student in the front whispered, That's kind of amazing. Another said, Wait, Tagalog sounds beautiful. Someone else added, Can you say more? The professor, still stunned, slowly smiled. Powerful. Very powerful. Would you be willing to teach the class a little about Tagalog next week? Its structure, its history, its worldview. Liam blinked. Teach him at Yale. But the professor wasn't joking. She looked genuinely excited, almost inspired. Yes, he said quietly, then louder. Yes, I'd love to. A buzz filled the room. Not mockery, but interest. Respect. People started asking questions even after class ended. Is Tagalog older than English? How many Filipinos speak it? What is that other phrase? You said, Can you teach me how to say my name in Tagalog? Liam walked out of the classroom with a feeling he had not expected that day. He belonged. He had something valuable. Something the smartest people in the world wanted to understand. That afternoon, as he crossed the courtyard, his phone buzzed. It was a message from the professor. Your contribution today was extraordinary. Thank you for bringing your language and your courage into this classroom for the first time since arriving at Yale. Liam smiled without hesitation. he realized something powerful. You don't need to sound like everyone else to belong. Sometimes what makes you different is exactly what the world has been waiting to hear. And that is how one Filipino student with one Tagalog sentence stunned an entire Yale classroom and reminded them of something people often forget. Languages aren't just words. They are identity. They are history. They are power.